Mommy's home from work? You say hi? Yeah, she's like, yeah, I don't want to stop it, Mom. I don't want to be on camera. Hi guys, it's Paige here. Today I'm getting my tattoo. I'm so excited. So I'm just heading over there now. It's at Grim City Tattoo. I'm so excited. I just talked to Shane on the phone. He's totally okay with me filming it. So you'll be able to get little snapshots of me getting my tattoo today. So I cannot wait, and I will see you there. So I'm here at Grim City Tattoo in Hamilton. I'm really excited. It's Paige here. I am just on my way home because I just finished my tattoo. Oh my gosh, it looks amazing. Actually, here's what it looks like. Just as I pictured it, it's exactly what I wanted. The books and then the Batman symbol, but there's an explosion of watercolor around it. Oh, it is beautiful, it is amazing, and oh my goodness, did it hurt. But I didn't cry. I totally thought I was gonna have like tears or something. It'd be too painful, but I didn't cry. So there is a point for me. Shane was absolutely amazing. He made the time go quickly. He tattooed very lightly. He made sure I was okay and I was comfortable. But otherwise, he just powered through it. It's a big tattoo, and it's amazing. I just can't believe how awesome it looks. Pain-wise, I don't have a really high pain tolerance, so I was pretty much good with pain and dealing with the pain for the first like 2.5 hours. It was just Shane describes it, and the best way to describe it is just an annoyance, and that's true. So it was just annoying and getting used to the movement of the tattoo machine on you. But the last like hour and a half, that was killer, and that's when I was like really starting to feel the pain, and like I had to constantly like move my leg was twitching, and but I powered through it. I was not tapping out. And when he said 10 more minutes, I'd like, just like this huge sigh of relief. I was like, yes, I can, like 10 minutes, I can do it. It was great. It was a lot of fun. Shane was awesome to talk to, kept my mind off of what he was doing. And we had a lot in common. We both played Dungeons and Dragons. He plays like Pathfinders and stuff like that. So we had a lot to talk about, which was pretty cool. And then I'm just like a curious person, so I was asking him questions all about tattoos and stuff like that. Yeah, I had a really good time. It didn't feel like 4.5, 5, I don't even know what time it started. My appointment was at 12, and I think it was 12:30, 12:45 that he started tattooing. I honestly can't remember. Let's just say 1. So 1 o'clock. So he tattooed until 5:15. So yeah, so just over 4 hours. Yeah, but if it was any longer, I don't know if I would have been able to do it. So it was a lot of fun. Awesome, great first tattoo experience. And honestly, I think that any other tattoo I get done, it will be through him. Like he was just so great. He's good people skills and everything. So, yeah, it was a lot of fun. So it's Paige here, and I am at home. So, just to give you guys a little bit of understanding of what's going on with our videos. So, I got tattooed actually Tuesday, February 27th or 28th. I can't remember what day. And so technically today is March 6th. So I got tattooed last week. But because of all of our moving videos and IKEA, it didn't really make sense to have the tattoo video incorporated with that video, with that vlog. And it would have made the vlog way too long. So this week, my tattoo video is actually a bonus video, so it's actually getting posted, and you'll see this Wednesday. So I just figured I would give you a little update on what's going on with Trixie. Since about 2 weeks ago, when we did the update video about like what was going on in Brantford and what was happening in our lives, like with the flood and stuff, we told you that Trixie had gotten surgery. But there hasn't been any more information other than that. So here it is. So there she is. Trixie got declawed February 21st, I believe. It would have been that week. So it was the week before I got my tattoo done. And so Wednesday, she was in the morning, she got declawed, and I got a call like 2 o'clock, saying that she had done well, and that, she was actually starting to wake up, and they'd given her food, but she hadn't really ate any of it, which is fine, which is normal during surgery, after surgery. And, but they said that she had a high temperature. So, but they're giving her medication to bring the temperature down. Thursday, I picked her up around, I think by the time I got there, it was like 3 o'clock, 3:30, and I brought her home. And that was like when the flood had just happened that day. So it actually took me 45 minutes to come home when it should have been a 10-minute drive. So that was a little annoying. And poor Trixie, like, Trooper was in the cage and she was meowing the whole time. And she was upset because she had just gone surgery and stuff. Well, when I got home, I noticed that she was making a weird sound. The best way I can describe it is that it was like she had a cold, so she's all congested, and that's how she sounded. And I didn't think much of it until later that night, because I was like, by then, I figured it was like from the anesthesia, or like from the tubing down her throat, keeping her asleep during the surgery. But I figured it would have been gone by then, and it just didn't sound right, it didn't seem right, and it really set me up. And I called my mom, I had her listen to the sound that Trixie was making, and she's like, you have to take Trixie to the hospital. Because what our vet does, I don't know if this is a thing for other vets do, but post-surgery, any reason, any time I have to bring my cat back to have anything done and get checked up is free. The examination is free because it's post-surgery. So the vet actually closed by the time I would have been taking her, which was at 10:30 at night. So they were closed. So I had to take her to the animal hospital because I'm glad I took her to the animal hospital than waiting overnight, because it could have gotten worse, how she was feeling. So I brought her to the animal hospital, and long story short, he said that she had an infection. He wasn't sure how far down the infection was in her throat, but it was in her throat, and she needed antibiotics. So I got her antibiotics, and then I made an appointment Friday. So now this is the next day, Friday. I made an appointment back to my regular vet for her to go see the vet. So she went back to the vet on Friday, and they listened to her. They actually did x-rays, and they said that she doesn't have an infection, just happened to have gotten an infection from the tube, and the emergency vet gave me antibiotics. So they said to keep her on the antibiotics, they're going to give her more pain medication. So they didn't charge me for anything except for I think they charged, I can't, oh my god, it's been so long. I think they charged me for the extra pain medication, but that was it. They didn't charge me for anything else. So, and yesterday, like her paws, like she always was walking around with her one right paw up. So she'd gone through the medication, both the pain medication and the antibiotics. She was completely fine. She changed when she got back from, when she was like, when she had the infection, she obviously wasn't doing very well, and I could tell her mood was so different. She was still eating and drinking and pooping fine, but her attitude, she actually went to Alex for cuddles, and she never does that. I don't know what she's got against Alex, but she's not one to go to Alex and ask for cuddles, and she was asking them from Alex, so she was not the same cat. So once her medication was done, and I knew she was feeling better, but she was always having that one paw up. And I know they told me that, like, for her jumping around and stuff, that she would be tender on her toes, but she would always walk on the toe, no problem. But as soon as she was done walking, her right paw was up. It was always up. But she never really let me look, or Asha let any of us really look at her paws without making a big deal. And I just figured it was just, that it was just healing. So yesterday, okay. Now let's get the timeline correctly. Today is Tuesday. So Sunday, me and Asha was looking at her paws, really. And we were looking at, compared to her right paw versus her left paw. And there's a huge difference. The left paw had looked really healed, it looked nice, but her right paw, it looked infected. It looked horrible. So I called the vet Sunday night asking for them to call me to make a vet appointment. And I made it for Tuesday. So this morning at 10 o'clock, I took her back to the vet. And the vet looked at her paw, and it is infected. So what had happened is her incisions weren't infected. They had actually healed quite nicely. There happened to be a scab in between her toes, and the scab had gotten wet. It was moist, and with that's where the infection started to come under. It came right under the scab. So as soon as he moved the scab, her poor toes, maybe I'll be able to get a video of it, I don't know, or they're all raw. It's all raw underneath, and he said he removed the scab. He gave her a shot that would last 14 days of antibiotics instead of giving her a pill. And then he said don't worry about keeping the cone on. She can have the cone off. She can lick at her paw, make it heal. And after 24 hours, it should be all dried up and it shouldn't be as bad. He gave her more pain medication because when she jumped off the exam table, she kind of cried out in pain. So, because he just removed a horrible scab that was infected. So, obviously, understandably, she would be in pain. So, we gave her more pain medication, and she's good to go. I've been home after work. She's been walking on it. She's jumping around. She's not crying out in pain. So, I'm just going to take a look at her paw. Hopefully, I can get a video of it for you or a picture of it for you guys to see. But she's doing well. She's going to do well. The vet's going to call me in a week to make sure that she's all good, and I know to call them if there's any concerns, but otherwise she's doing well, and she's being her sassy little self, and it's great. Okay, let's see if Trixie will allow us to look at her paw. Don't mind the no sheet on my bed. The reason I don't have a sheet on my bed is because Trixie puked on my bed, and I had to remove the sheets and the mattress protector, and the mattress protector is just right there. Don't mind my messy room. I am packing. I just haven't put it on today. Can you let us see? So, just 1 second. All right, so I got her on her back, which she does not like, but she kind of just accepts it. So there's her paw. It looks really nasty, but you can see, I don't know if it's gonna focus. You can see that red. It's like the raw skin. The incisions are okay, but it's just that's where the scab was. Poor thing. And yeah, she's not gonna yeah, so, and that, like, to compare between the two paws, like, that's how it should look. This one right here, that's how a healed paw should be, and this is the infected one. So she's got her antibiotics, she's got her pain meds, so in the next couple of days, it should be better. Maybe next week I'll give you a better update on how her paws look. It's, honestly, this is just a once in a, like once in a blue moon kind of thing. It just happened to happen to her. It's not something that happens every time your cat gets declawed. She just happened to get a scab, and she just happened for it to get moist where it get infected. She just happened to get a little infection. She just, poor thing, has been to the vet nonstop, and poor me, we're having to bring her and have to worry about her. But she's completely fine, and, not in too much pain. She's okay. Yeah, aren't ya? You're okay. Yeah, she's good. So just a lot of just like 1 in a million chances of her getting it, and she did. So she's just an unlucky bum, but she's a trooper. She took her medication really well. She just eats it like a treat. So she's fine. So yeah, that's the full update on what's going on with me in the last like 3 weeks. If you liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up, comment in the section below, and subscribe. And I will see you, or you will see me, is the better thing to say, again on Thursday. Bye!